Welcome to another edition of Great Health, Abundant Happiness, and Outrageous Love.
Yum.
What did you want to talk about? One of my first jobs was a Yum Yum shop when I was a kid.
Do you think of that every time I kiss you and I say yum?
When you say yum,
because you're like a pastry to me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, those raspberry lemon Danish were my favorite. But anyway, what are we talking about here? Are you leaving success on the table? Yeah, we just kind of talked about that. And you're talking about sometimes people are leaving success on the table because maybe they're not fully confident or they're not projecting full confidence in themselves, right?
Exactly. I mean, it comes down to that 100% bulletproof self-worth, self-value. So, we don't, are we leaving success on the table because we don't take what we deserve, or because we don't feel as if we've earned it? Or is it we don't take what we earn because we don't feel as if we deserve it? And that happens a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's true in business and in love. So, I want to talk about the impact of this statement on our financial success for starters. And, that's never my lead because I love love. But I think it's a great way to understand this particular issue that a lot of us, have encountered in our lives. So assume you have a job you like, you're doing a great job. We think you're doing your best. You think you're doing your best. You're giving your job 100%. You're getting there early. You're a team player. You're getting along well in the group. Everything's going great.
You're doing all the right
right
things. If someone were to give you a report card, you're kind of getting A's across the board.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Right. However, you have this suspicion that your boss is interviewing candidates for your position, or perhaps there's a new position that you would expect to be promoted to. And you have this suspicion that you're not going to get that job.
Why would you even think that?
Exactly.
Right.
So
Right.
Red flag number one is your own internal, I don't even know what the word is, but questioning of yourself, your own self-doubt.
It's an insecurity because if you believe that 100% in yourself and you believe 100% that you want X, you get X. I mean, it's already exists. So the only time, we did a video on this the other day about resistance, the only time you don't get what you deserve or what you're going after is you put resistance out there to it. And the resistance may be, maybe I'm not good enough for this, or maybe that other person's better is what you're saying.
Exactly.
I mean, why would you even put that out there?
Well, you wouldn't. And, especially
if you are, if
you're doing it right, if you're doing a great job and you end up getting passed over, yes, you're doing a great job, but guess what? The mere fact that you have resistance lets you know right then and there that, that there's issues outside of that. And it's self-doubt. That's what brings us there.
Yes.
So, the same thing goes for relationships. If you're, in a relationship, and I hear this all the time, you and I have heard this so many times, too many times, I was totally blindsided.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea he or she, wasn't happy. Well, I mean, I'm going to go out on a limb, and I hope that I see a lot of activity, down below on this, but I'm going to go out on a limb to say that if you were blindsided, it's because you were not looking in the right places. Your attention was not focused where it should have been, because if somebody truly is unhappy in a relationship and their partner doesn't know that, then that person is not paying enough attention to their partner to know that they're unhappy. It shouldn't be something that blindsides you, or takes you by storm. You should be so familiar with that person and their character, and if something is off, you should feel that and you should address it, because you're a couple, you're a team.
Well, your focus is there. As we know, energy flows where your focus goes.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess what you're saying, put it in other terms, there's really no focus there. So, there's really no energy there. So when someone's blindsided, they weren't really engaged over there anyway, is what you're saying, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. And again, I think that goes to self-confidence and self-awareness. If you're not fully, full of that self-love, you're not going to realize when your relationship is in turmoil. Again, everything always goes back to that, self-love, self-value, self-worth. The red flags are, when you start to question something. And then on the flip side, if you're not blindsided, but all of a sudden you have a suspicion that your partner isn't happy in the relationship and possibly is even interested in somebody else, that's a red flag. And in a situation like that, you don't set up traps. You don't try to find, them doing these bad things. You need to hit that head on with the confidence that, that this relationship is important enough to you. And, it might not work out, or it might, but at least you're going to go into it with your head out of the sand instead of in the sand, because you will be fully confident in yourself and your own feelings, right?
Right. I like it.
Yeah. So don't leave success in relationships, in love, in business. Don't leave that on the table. It's completely in your own control, and don't question it.
It's all a choice.
All a choice. So wishing you great health, abundant happiness, and outrageous love from this beautiful secret little beach.
From the Yum Yum shop.
From the Yum Yum shop.
We'll see you guys.
Beach. Yeah. Peace out.